Hello there! So, if you've watched my channel for a little while, you will know that I like to have fun and experiment with different art supplies. I like to test art supplies out. I buy like knockoff art supplies, I buy cheap art supplies. But something I have never done is make my own art supplies. So, when I came across this Faber Castell Fizzy Paint Mix and Make watercolour set, I thought that it would be a lot of fun to try it out and make my own watercolours and then, you know, paint something with it. I mean, it says it's for 8 and up on the corner there, so I'm hoping that I will be able to do this without any parental guidance. Fun story, when I was at a wedding about 3 years ago, I was looking after a few of the kids there because a lot of the adults were either socialising or drinking alcohol, which is something that I don't do. I was having trouble opening the rented car that we had because I was in a different country. I was like, I don't know how to open this car. And they said to me, oh, it's okay, let's go and get an adult to help us. So yes, despite being an adult for 6 years now, apparently I'm still not adult enough. So hopefully I can do this. Now this set is quite cool. It comes with 9 different little pot containers. It has like these little rabbit pellet things here that you put in and you mix them to make certain colours. And there's like a little bowl and you smush it with that thing, whatever you call that thing you smush it with. And before we start, just want to quickly mention that this video is sponsored by Skillshare. You guys know that I've worked with them a lot in the past. But I was on their website the other day and they have so many different watercolour like classes. And I noticed there was one on flowers, and flowers is something that I've never been good at. So I thought, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So let's give it a go. Yeah, I'm gonna get started now and stop talking. So we'll try and make all of these shades. I'd be curious to see how pigmented they actually are. So yeah, let's get started. I'm excited. Let's go. Okay, so we've got a fact sheet here. Did you know that painting has been around for a very long time? Yep. Okay, so I filled up my little spritz bottle with water. I also filled up this bottle with some tap water as well, so I can pour that in if necessary. I'm guessing that's what I need to do. Okay, so what we need to do first is to take one of these rabbit pellets and then we're going to grind it in this little bowl here. Okay, so we've got our 3 little red tabs in there, even though they're purple. This is not doing a damn thing. It just keeps pink. It's messy. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's no way an 8-year-old could crush these on their own. 8-year-olds don't have the strength to do that, in my opinion, and it's just more work for the parents. Right, so we're supposed to fill these little containers about 3/4 of the way full, so let's do that now. And then I am going to add my crushed powder, and I'm just going to stick it in there. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh god, it's messy. It's really messy. It's really messy. Is that actually red though? That's what I'm curious about. I really don't know if that's red. Let's take the paintbrush and have a go. That's like purple. Not even purple, it's basically pink. It's pretty pigmented, I must say. I'm quite impressed with that. Right, so now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a few different colours and then make an entire collection of these. So I'm going to stick the lid back on this. Yellow and blue. So I need 2 yellow tablets and 2 blue tablets in order to make those primary colours. Right, the only thing that concerns me, these yellow tablets have some green in them. Can I just stick them? This is yellow apparently. It's also leaking everywhere. So I'm going to just test out to see if it comes out yellow or not. Okay, well, to be fair, it actually is yellow. For some reason, even though it looks green, it is actually completely yellow. So that's a good sign. So let's try out the blue, see how that turns out. The only thing I'll say, I'm having issues with the little bits from the tablets getting in there. Other than that, they're very pretty colours, I must say. So we have our blue now. So basically we have all of our primary colours. Now I'm going to make our secondary colours like orange, purple and green and see how I go with those. So you take 12 red drops from this and put it into another container alongside the yellow tablet to make an orange. So I'm gonna have to make more red up soon. That's really annoying. So let's take our dropper tool. They don't care about mess at all, do they? So I just wasted my time transferring all of the red paint from this container in 12 droplets to this container. So we know now for future that about 12 droplets is an entire container, which it should have said in the first place. So now we're going to just stick a yellow tablet into this. For the record, the yellow ones are impossible to crush. The blue ones are fine. If you find any desire to start making your own paints instead of just buying them like a normal person. Right, let's stick our yellow into the red. No. The orange is actually more red than the actual supposed red was. This is so confusing. Right, so for 1 minute they're calling it a tablet, the next they're calling it a pellet. It's gone from being a tablet to a pellet. So it's telling me to add 1 red tablet, 1 blue pellet, and 12 blue drops. Well, 12 blue drops is the equivalent of an entire container, which contains 2 blue pellets. Okay, so let's add this to our blue to see what we get. Fingers crossed this will be purple, but I have a feeling it's just going to be a different shade of blue. Right, let's try it out and see if we get a purple. Are you ready? It's very, very, very blue. I'll tell you what, I'm going to attempt to make all of these colours best I can, and I will see you when I have done so. Well, that was a nightmare. I'm finally done though. I made a little bit of a mess on my desk. Not too much, it's not too bad, but you know, it's a kid's set, the parents clean it up, so if you're a parent, you're going to have fun cleaning this up. Not bad, they're not bad colours. I could not for the life of me make like a proper lime green though. I put like 8 different yellow like tablets in to 1 blue one, and it just was not lime whatsoever. And I didn't follow the directions whatsoever because they're not helpful in the slightest. So yeah, that's what I've got. I'm going to attempt now to watch this video and make some flowers. Again, flowers are not really my thing. I'm not so great at doing them, so I'm going to give them a go. Let's see how that goes, and yeah, let me know what you think. So I have been doing watercolours for about a year now. I absolutely love them, but I've never actually taken any formal classes online, or even really, to be honest, watched videos on YouTube about how to watercolour anything. I think I maybe watched maybe 2 at the most. So when I started Skillshare, I saved a lot of watercolour classes and bookmarked a lot of watercolour classes because it was something I wanted to learn, and I've only just recently got around to doing it. So when I found this really cool watercolour class on flowers, I thought it'd be a lot of fun because I've painted flowers one time and it was digitally and it turned out awful. I've always admired people that can make these beautiful flowers, and it's something I've always wanted to challenge myself with but never quite done. So I took this class on Skillshare. I worked alongside the teacher. I actually watched her class twice and it was so helpful, I'm not going to lie. What was nice about it was the fact that it was very much simplistic. You didn't have to have high expectations. You could kind of just make a bit of a mess, and that's what I enjoyed. I like to sometimes just make simplistic things, and that was the point of this. Now, if you haven't checked out Skillshare before, or you haven't even heard me talk about them before, which you'll be highly surprised about because I really do love them and I work with them a lot. Skillshare are amazing because they have over 17,000 classes from professionals and amateurs alike. You can take classes by people in the field, from photography to business to art. I've taken so many art classes recently. And if you follow me on Instagram, actually, I made a post recently about how this year I wanted to learn character design, but I wasn't really sure where to start because it was something that I'd never done before. I've actually taken 2 or 3 classes on Skillshare about this, and it's helped me so incredibly much. And I think that when you are an artist, if there's something you want to learn to do, you have to practice, yes, but you kind of need to learn the fundamentals of that first. And Skillshare is the ideal place for that, so I do recommend them highly, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to take as many classes as you want for 2 months for free for the first 200 people only, so do check it out if you are interested in learning more in the new year. But overall, with these paints, I was incredibly impressed, I'm not going to lie. They were not that much less vibrant, to be honest, than my Winsor & Newton Cotman paint, Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolor paints. There we go, got there in the end. Other than the fact they were kind of a little bit bitty because the tablets hadn't fully dissolved, they worked quite nicely. They weren't cheap, to be honest, for 9 watercolors, and the fact that I would have to keep remaking them over and over myself. But you know what? I had a lot of fun making this. It would be a great Christmas gift. It's probably a bit late for Christmas gifts now, to be honest, but it was a great gift for kids probably, and I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. It's not the best, and I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to watercolouring flowers, but it's something that since taking this class, I'm 100% behind just doing more now, and I need to rebrand my channel, so I think I'm going to get into that in the new year. But yeah, overall, except for the fact it needs work, and it's got kind of a lot of bits on there, as you can see. You know what? I enjoyed myself. That's the main thing. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of how they turned out. Do check out Skillshare. They're so wonderful, and I love working with them, so thanks again, Skillshare. Take care of yourselves, have a wonderful Christmas or happy holidays no matter what you celebrate, and I will see you in the next video.